Anywho, we're gonna call this blooper me attempting to make this like eye level. I don't know the first thing about doing fucking videos. I'd like to say I'm old, but I'm not. So can't really use that as an excuse. Um ooh, I could use these for my little Mikey. So I've never done videos before, in general, like as far as like even performing my own spoken word work. I've tried a few here and there, and maybe this will just throw me over the edge and just help me get progressively better. But my name is Heather Wright, and I was just like, my mouth is not working. I was just late. I was just. I think I've kind of known I've had ADHD my whole life. I mean, even when I was younger. But it's like the stigma around it or the medical knowledge around it. They're like, oh, girls can't really have it. And then on top of that, I mean, back in the day, a lot of people didn't think it existed. They just thought people were trying to get people and kids to pop pills and just be addicted to pharmaceuticals. So, I mean, which there's underlying truths to that line of logic, but ADHD is safe to say it's real. um, but I managed, or I thought I managed, and I didn't realize how much of a hindrance it was to me. And my anxiety disorder led me to my diagnosis officially for ADHD because I finally started putting pieces together and educating myself and learning how much one affects the other and so on and so forth. And that was another thing. I was diagnosed with an anxiety disorder. And that was in my mid 20s when I finally got diagnosed with that. But like the complications of it and everything that I've dealt with it, I've dealt with for a very, very long time. And it's great to see online that there's just so much more support and awareness. But at the same token, like we still have our struggles. We're still dealing with it. Like ADHD in women doesn't even show up and present the same way that it does in boys a lot of the times. And that's not even to mention the fact that in boys as well, it does, there's like not one size fits all. Like it categorically usually presents like this, but it can still present differently. Like that's why it's nice to be screened, and actually assessed. And my journey has been long. It has been hard. It has not been without its obstacles. And I don't see a lot of women dealing. I don't see, not to say that. It's not that I don't see. I mean, like, is it right in front of my face? Like, okay, then we have to talk about like the whole ADHD thing, like out of sight, out of mind. Like, we kind of like need like the object permanence of it being in front of us. Or else if it's like not there, like we can just get sidetracked, and then a week goes by, and you're like, oh hey, welcome back. It was like you were never really gone. But besides the point, besides that, and again I'm rambling. Um, Redirect. Uh, My train of thought. I'm back. Like I had to pause the video for a second there, because I had to remember. I had to go back. I had to backtrack. I had to trace back my train of thought. Haha. So yeah, I did that. I did that. Anyways, before I forget again and then have to pause again, it's my first day on my ADHD ment, by the way. So just PSA. Um, but like my specific symptoms, my physical issues with it. There's a lot more research out on, and honestly, there was this magazine that I had started reading that I found, and this is this, and I love this. It helped. It was very eye opening. My doctors have been trying to get me screened for ADHD for years. I've gotten multiple referrals. Time blindness prevented me from going to these appointments, and the anxiety disorder. And I've learned that the anxiety disorder can aggravate the ADHD, can and does. And for me specifically, it does. And the ADHD can aggravate the anxiety disorder, which for me it does, and it has, and it's made it worse. And that magazine was very eye opening for me because it helped me understand things, put labels to feelings, and understand like why I felt that I was addicted to the cortisol, like my body was addicted to it, like I needed it, but it was what was hurting me, and like that I needed it to function, and it put those pieces together for me. Um, but I don't see what I've seen online and the support that I've seen online and the videos I've seen online and all of the women owning their experiences and raising awareness for what a lot of us deal with. I love it. I love it. Um, and it's great because it's done a lot and it's made it easier for me to make strides in my own treatment. But I don't really see like me specifically in a lot of these women. I see bits of me, but I don't see me. And I have to keep a record of my healing journey regardless because I have to talk about this in therapy and I have to talk about it with my psychiatrist and then I have to talk about my primary caregiver too. And I've been judged all my life. Coming to terms with and realizing like how much of my ADHD has affected me in my adult life and how much it affected me in my childhood. It really made me realize how mean people were to me in my youth, in my younger years, and in my early 20s. And yeah, so internet, do your worst. I mean, I'm up here, no makeup, blah, blah, blah. So, I've decided to start making videos about my own personal experience. And if it vibes with you, it vibes with you. If it jives with you, if you hear yourself in me, then and it helps you feel less alone and it helps you take the necessary steps in your journey as well to better yourself and heal yourself, then that's all that this is here to do. So, hi, my name is Heather, and this is my channel. This is my first video. It went a little longer than I was hoping it would go because I'm trying to keep things in like attention span of a toddler type deal. But I guess if I'm throwing myself into this, hi. But I will be talking about my journey. I will be talking about my journey working and adapting to my new lifestyle with my ADHD diagnosis, as well as learning how to fully live with my anxiety disorder and overhaul my whole life to create the environment that makes my spicy brain thrive. I like to say it's supposed to be a good news diagnosis. Supposed to be. Um, I like to say my brain is seasoned. It has seasoning on it. It's supposed to be a good news diagnosis. A lot of the times, especially going through all of this and not being able to do things, and it being all of it, the comorbidity of the conditions, them being as debilitating as they have been. Like even right now, I feel pain And my what I've learned is that that's my biggest nerve. Right here, like the top of your back, like right there. Um, it hurts. I'm in pain right now. Just like talking about it, like I'm already stressed out and it's already in pain. I have a high pain tolerance, so that's why I'm like I look okay because I'm good at bearing it until it's unbearable, until I'm like healing on the floor and I'm in writhing agony and my body feels like it's on fire, stuff like that. So yeah, I did it again. I forgot what I was saying. My train of thought. It had something to do with along the lines of like this is just me following that journey, kind of going through that because at the beginning it just felt very overwhelming and it felt very debilitating not being able to do things. And yeah, I'll circle back to it eventually, but maybe next video. Anywho, um, whoever watched this up until this point, thank you. And I will see you guys next time on, I guess, the next episode of my hyperfixations. Thank you.